I say Cameroon, stop the genocide in Amazonia, yo. I am happy to be a part of this Ayaba Ni Kwa generation. This is Kaavi Wo-Melim, jamming in them feet again for I and I.
I come from this nation, a great nation, Amazonia. I come from this nation, a great nation, Amazonia. I come from this country, the great country, Amazonia. Originated from the country, a great nation, Amazonia. I say, my mommy, Amazonia. My daddy, Amazonia. My mommy, Amazonia. I am proud to be Amazonia. My daddy, Amazonian. We have suffered from the hands of the universe. We have suffered from the hands of the Francophonie. We have suffered from the hands of the Commonwealth. We have suffered from the hands of the UN. I say, my mommy, Amazonia. My daddy, Amazonia. My mommy, Amazonia. I am proud to be Amazonian. My daddy, Amazonian. The fire burns, houses, humans and livestock. Ethnic cleansing is all we got from the tyranny of Cameroon. I say, ethnic cleansing is all we got from the tyranny of Cameroon. Genocide is all we got from the tyranny of Cameroon. I say, the cracking bones, the fire burns, houses, humans and livestock. Ethnic cleansing is all we got from the tyranny of Cameroon. I say, my mommy, Amazonia. My daddy, Amazonia. My mommy, Amazonia. I am proud to be Amazonian. My daddy, Amazonian.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the gift. Thanks for the gift. Wow, thanks for joining. Bamenda boy, I see you. Thanks for joining. Please share as you join. Let's talk together. Let's talk together. Please give me 1 minute. Yep. Please share as you join. Red Reddington. Red Reddington. So you like that film too, Abby? All right. I see you. Eben, I see you. Thanks for joining. Nehru, your place day. I just want us for talk a little bit. If any person they will like for join the show, may send me an invite. I will also invite. I will let it in. Okay. So, but yeah, I just want for ask a question. We did see how Cameroon is the bubble. We did see how we Paul Biya is the fear. It postpone the results of the sham where he organized some for a country called election, and for some post around Toxi, when a government is no longer afraid of the reaction of its citizen, that country is marked for doom. You know, when a government is no longer afraid of the reaction of its citizen, that country is marked for doom. And now because Paul Biya don't overplay with a lot of minds for inside a country, where he just fits at any time. If he just use any people them anytime, use and dumb, use and throw, you know, like he always do them. You know, he started me doing with Fru Ndi, where he is still the election from Fru Ndi for 1992, 2004, and you can count till today. So, in a nutshell, Paul Biya never ever win election for Cameroon, and he never ever lost. Paul Biya never ever win election for Cameroon, and he never ever lost. Reason being, say, Cameroon never ever get a real political opponent to Paul Biya. Even Fru Ndi was not a politician. That was just a man in suit. Kamto was not a politician. He was still a man in suit. We never get a real political opponent to Paul Biya since, although Paul Biya never ever win no election. But the people that they like opposition parties them. They never ever be a political opponent. They never ever be politicians. They be greedy bastards. I think call them that. Permit me. They are greedy and self-centered people. You will note that when any election they come for Cameroon, you get which way Cameroon don't set up, where they call them say na enam or which way they train all these the nincompoops, where probably they ship them everywhere like that. You get the DO, you get the SDO, you get the governors. Now then they control their, how they call them, their divisions and their subdivisions and their provinces. All of these people, they control all of these government trap they don't put inside country. Now, probably they appoint all of them. Now, probably they appoint DO, now they appoint SDO, now they appoint governor. When it comes to the, and at them all, they oversee election and everything will happen within their division or subdivision or province. When it comes to the elections, now probably they appoint the electoral committee. Now probably they appoint the electoral chairman and all the chairpeople for those various regions and those various provinces and those various sub-regions. Now, probably they appoint all of them. When I appoint you, you be answerable to who? To me. And probably they send you to a sub-region, you be answerable to probably SDO. When I appoint you to a region, you be answerable. When I appoint to a subdivision, you be answerable to a DO. When I appoint you to a division, you be answerable to an SDO. When I appoint you to a province, you be answerable to a governor. And all of these people, all of them be answerable to who? One man where they appoint all of them, Paul Biya. Paul Biya is head of the legislative, head of the administrative, head of the judiciary. Now, you don't come from your political party. You think say you want defeat Paul Biya. For which way Paul Biya create them. You want play Paul Biya for game winner Paul Biya, they set the rules. How you want them? How you want them? Now, what I become what I talk say, the panacea or the solution to Cameroon's problem, you know, they're inside the ballot box. Because the ballot box is already rigged. It's already stuffed. 7 years before the election. Because the system already set up in a way where you know if you defeat Paul Biya. Yes, we're not going to go out massively. We're not going to vote against Paul Biya. But we're not going to defeat Paul Biya. So the solution, you know, they're inside the ballot box. Now the same thing I'll be telling you, John, for 2004, we'll be take youth them, we'll go for Nijohn house for 2004 from Tarikon. When I see some of the pictures, then they online where I stand with Nijohn, where I stand for Fru Ndi house with some youth them behind me. Now me I'll be organized that Waka will go for youth the house where Dr. Choa Kamto we outside, we smuggle itself from that I Germany. Me talk we for outside Nijohn house. I be telling John, I tell you, say, look, if you be a politician, talk with outside Nijohn house. I be telling John, I tell you, say, look, if you be a politician, this same person be Tifam. 2004, you don't still TV a victory. It is a claim victory. If you see the claim victory for the very particular country, tell you, say, me go with Yaoundé, and we go receive you for Boya. Nijohn start there, we say, oh no, and the population was ready to give their neck for Nijohn, but Nijohn was not ready to sacrifice a finger for the same population. You know, that's why I'm saying that there is a difference between a politician and a businessman. Nijohn was a businessman. Once he saw money, everything, he got confused. Because the population was ready to stand up behind him and fight Paul Biya to the pits of hell. He said, no, that will be a betrayal. We cannot do this. When I go to North, people are shouting, Papa Ele, you. When I go to South, they are shouting, Papa Ele. And I asked him, I said, look, if kids come to you and they are hungry, and you have just 2 loaves of bread, and your own kids are starving in the house, they are already dying, will you take those 2 loaves of bread and throw it out for the kids who are outside to eat, and let your kids, your own biological kids, starve to death? He said, no. I said, look, because some of us know the reason why the SDF was created. I think Aka Amwam was there. That time he was a parliamentarian or something like that. And he wanted to stop me. Nijohn said, allow the young man to speak. And then Nijohn asked me, why was the SDF created? I said, the SDF was created like a front. And Nijohn knows it, I know, because for 1990, now when you want to talk of supporters, we were the ones who were eating all the shit and tear gas and everything. And the president of the supporter group was Mr. Khan. You know, I said the SDF was created as a front, a political front to address the so-called Anglophone problems at that time. And Nijohn, you were not a founding member of the SDF. You were only co-opted to the SDF by Dr. Siga Asanga, who is your cousin, because he saw the political zeal in you when you stood for elections in Santa against Achide Achu, who won you. At that time, you were running a baby bookshop in Bamenda. who defeated you. And today we are asking you to address those same problems, or to ask Pobia to take his Yaoundé and we receive you in Buea, and you are telling us about one kind of a whole Cameroon. You see, that was it. He couldn't do anything. And the victory was stolen, and he told a wonderful lie in Bamenda how he's going, transferring to Yaoundé to stay behind Pobia, so that whatever Pobia is doing, he is seeing and he's stopping. People were there clapping. Kamto came in, it was the same thing. And now it is Issa Chiruma. I want to see if Issa Chiruma is a politician or a businessman. If he is a politician, he will be willing to risk his finger for those who are risking their necks for him. If you are not prepared to risk your finger for those who are risking their necks for you, then you are not a good politician. And you are not the type of politician that can take Pobia out of that seat, because everything has been set for Pobia to win. If Pobia end up being the president of that piece of yam, that sham of a country, that failed state called Cameroon, if Pobia become 100 years and still stand again for that election, he will still win, because everything is set for him to win. Everything is controlled by him. How do you want to play a match that you don't know the rules? How can you, my friend who was arrested and detained in Konengi, he wrote something and said, how will you want Christians to rule against Jesus? Or how will you want Muslims to rule against Muhammad? Pobia has formed himself a cabal. Only force can take him out of that parameter where he stands. And if Cameroonians are not ready, if they are not ready to risk it, if they don't have the lever to risk it, that country will remain in sham forever. So they should be ready to risk it. And they should also be prepared that there can be some kind of agreement between Chiruma and Pobia, because Chiruma and Pobia are the same thing. I'm not saying like I'm thinking that Chiruma is different. It's just that Cameroonians just want a different devil that doesn't bear the name Pobia. They just want a different devil. So they should be ready to risk it and go out there and defend what is theirs. And I read some Ambazonians, or so-called Ambazonians who don't even know they are Ambazonians, or who believe they are Ambazonians or not, writing on Facebook. Same people who are telling many of us here, you are asking people to go out on the street, and or you're asking people's children to carry guns to defend themselves or to defend Ambazonia while you are enjoying in Europe and America with your kids. The same Ambazonians who were writing these things, they're the ones on Facebook in Maryland and America, or wherever they are, asking people to also go out now on the street and defend their vote. But why they are still in Europe, America, Asia, or wherever they are. So I responded to some of them. I said, look, is what you are saying different from what people who believe in a free Ambazonia were saying, who are out there? They said, no, this is different. We have to give them moral support. We have to do, what is different? If you want to show difference, go down there also and demonstrate on the street. A person like me, I go in and back. It's my own risk, because I believe in what I am doing. I believe, I do not send people to do what I cannot do. So all of you who are also talking, show me that you are as strong as members of the AGOFC ADF who take the risk. Go down there, join those who are demonstrating, and you people demonstrate. It will be a bigger demonstration. If you are so weird enough to think that we must be parasites to Cameroon, Ambazonia is a free nation. We will be better than being a parasite to these Francophones, to Cameroon. And I'll ask a simple question. What is it that any Ambazonian can stand to tell any youth out in the diaspora or back in Ambazonia who can stand to say, look, I am afraid that if we leave Cameroon today, I'm going to lose this or that, or I will not get this or that? What is it? Just one thing. I don't want two. I just want one thing. See, as As Anglo-Saxons, we have to think. Our brains are sharper. But there are some Ambazonians who have made me to believe that our brains are sharper. But there are some Ambazonians who have made me to believe that Francophones are calling us Anglophiles. They have a little percentage of, they have a reason. Even if it is 1%, why they should be doing that. Because some of us, we have, I look at the scores of some of these Ambazonians who think that we must belong to Cameroon. When I look at them talking, I see their head, I see their score, and I try to see if I can see something like a brain. All what I see in is just a very dark black hole. No brain. You have yourself a state, you have yourself a country where there will be new jobs. Everything will begin from scratch. You will not be called les ennemis dans la maison. You will not be called a noso. You will not be called a biafren. You will not be forced to speak French in order to become a colonel, or in order to become a minister, or in order to become whatever position that you so much desire to have. Some of us are useless today because we didn't have that country. We don't want our kids to be useless tomorrow. Our future was aborted just in front of us. What we had, what we enjoyed, we can no longer enjoy it because of this sham called a union. Please, Ambazonians, do not risk your life. Do not risk your life for Cameroon. Because everything that has happened in that country, we have risked our lives for it. But not anymore. If you want to risk your life must be risked for Ambazonia. People should take care and stay blessed. Kaavi Wo-Melim.
Qui signifie que laissez-nous au pouvoir si vous voulez la paix. Parce que si vous gagnez, vous aurez la guerre. Monsieur, je n'ai pas peur de la guerre. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de M. Biya. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de tout son système, de M. Biya et de son staff. Parce qu'il creuse notre tombe. On ne peut pas continuer comme ça. Maintenant, il utilise des moyens déloyaux sur le terrain. Et qui font que j'ai une mine froncée. Je ne préserve pas la paix, monsieur. Le type qui préserve la paix, c'est celui qui organise les élections. Moi, vous ne pouvez pas mettre l'incendie et m'appeler. Je ne t'aime pas le feu. Ok? Je ne t'aime pas le feu. Et moi, si on me vole ma victoire, croyez-moi, je serai avec ces populations-là pour la réclamer. Je ne t'aime pas d'incendie. Vous comprenez? Je ne suis pas le pompier de M. Biya. S'il met le feu, eh bien, on va se réchauffer, tout le monde. Je veux être à la tête de ce pays pour évidemment éviter, n'est-ce pas, ces genres d'escalade où les gens allument l'incendie et prônent la paix. Parce que moi j'entends ce discours-là. Je ne me reconnais pas dans ce discours-là. Dans ce discours, on veut la paix, qui signifie que si vous gagnez, vous aurez la guerre. Qui signifie que laissez-nous au pouvoir si vous voulez la paix. Parce que si vous gagnez, vous aurez la guerre. Monsieur, je n'ai pas peur de la guerre. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de M. Biya. Il s'agit de libérer le Cameroun de tout son système, de M. Biya et de son staff. Parce qu'il creuse notre tombe. On ne peut pas continuer comme ça. Maintenant, il utilise des moyens déloyaux sur le terrain. Et qui font que j'ai une mine froncée.
On souffre comme ça là pourquoi? Alors
watch and see what is happening in the palace. You see the population, we have about 10,000 people here holding the flag. This is our flag. It shall remain here until the day that we have our independence. The day is not far from now. We know 1st October will be the same thing.